Hey guys, Missouri Mike here again, doing a little digging today on 2075 Hoffman Street, which is not a real old part of town, probably 30s, maybe 40s. Got permission to hunt this. It's Sunday, so some people are kind of funny about you hunting around on Sundays, but I know this person, so I decided I'd come over and hit it for a little bit. So far I've just dug nothing but new money. I got about 9 coins, so hopefully we can get into something a little bit better. So I just got to keep looking, see what else we can get. And guys, here's my first wheat of the day. It's a 1945 wheat, and I got it. It was down fairly good, boy. It hit hard. I was pleased with the way the machine operated. Hit that wheat about 4 inches, 5 inches, but it pounded it, man. It was a good signal. I believe it's like 1945 wheat, and I'll clean it up. That's my first one of the day, so on the board with the wheat, so that's awesome. All right, let's see if I can get another one here. All right, guys, I just dug this token. It says good for 2 Crystal White laundry soap free when you buy 3 cakes. Not sure what Crystal White laundry soap is. I've not heard of it, so I think it's fairly old. Then I've got on the back, it says dealer. This check will be redeemed at your retail and only when conditions of reverse side have been completed and complied with. Palmolive Peat Company, Chicago, Illinois. That's in good shape. I'm not sure of the age of it. I have to research it out. But it's a good looking little token there. It's about the size of a $50 square. So I'm pretty excited about that. So let's see if we can get something else here. This house hasn't given up much stuff, but this is a cool token, and got 1 wheat so far. So let's see if we can get something else. On to the next one. Hey guys, it's me again. Just showing you this token. Not sure if I actually got it on the last little recording or not, but it says good for 2 Crystal White laundry soap free when you buy the 2 cakes, and then it says dealer must comply with the rules of the agreement. Palmolive Peat Company, Chicago. About the size of a $50. It's pretty cool. I'll clean that up later. On to the next one. Guys, check this out. This is awesome. I just got this watch fob. Look at that. That is cool. State of Missouri key fob or watch fob. I'll have to try to date that. I can see it's state of on there. And then you can see the Missouri Bears with the seal of Missouri. And I'm just pretty sure that would be a Missouri key fob there. It's copper, it looks like, or brass one. Tarnished pretty green. Wow, that's a cool find. Best find for me for the day for sure. Probably dates from the 30s. I don't know exactly, but it's fairly old. Oh wow, that's awesome. I think that'll clean up really pretty. Wow, Missouri key fob there. What a morning. Gotta be pumped on this one. I'll get some stills of it, but that's a nice find. Alright, got some historical significance there. I can't hardly talk. Alright, on to the next one. Let's see what else we can get. That's pretty neat. There is also some junk here in this yard, if you can see this. I pulled out several pieces of wire and stuff, so there is a bunch of junk. I'm in the backyard now of this house, so big tree there. Old cellar hole right there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can get. Alright guys, I'm in a new site here. And they're making a road through here. I think they're gonna put a little subdivision in here and build some houses. This has all been tore up. There was 2 houses here at one time. This is the old driveway. And I'm going along the driveway starting out. I'm not for sure where the houses are located. I know there was one right over here where this dirt pile is of wood, and one over there. They were real small houses. And my first dig here in this rocky ground, it's got gravel in it, is a Sargent key from New Haven, Connecticut. So like I say, I just don't know what's gonna be here. It's kind of hit and miss type thing. Ground's been moved, but that's my first dig here. And go on, see if we can find something, you know, a little better. So anyway, my first dig down about 6 inches in the gravel. So on to the next one. And guys, I dug one of these the other day. I'm at this blowed outside here, and it's a train button. It's like got a locomotive on it. I think what they are is overall buttons, like for the older overalls. But I found this had a very terrible signal. I found it out here in this flat area here. Anyway, I found one of these the other day. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's see if we can get something else. Alright guys, I just dug my first silver with my E-Track. And boy, is it toasty. This thing must have been laying out here in this dozer stuff and been run over a bunch. Down about 3 inches. It's hard to see it, but it is a Memorial, or excuse me, a Mercury. See the pole on the back? It's pretty defined. Boy, it's crusted though. May have been in a fire or something, I don't know. But then this front side's really hard to see, but I made out part of the date there. I don't know if you can make it out, but there is a date there, part of one. I might be able to clean it up and get a date off of it, but it's going to be a trusty one, that's for sure. So, pretty excited about that. My first silver coin with the E-Track, and it is a Mercury, and it's here at this old trash site, so pretty excited about that. Alright, see if we can find something else here. Awesome. Guys, I'm not real sure what this is. It sure looks like a tube of toothpaste or something, and I almost throwed it away in my junk pouch, but look at that ornate design on there. And it's pretty stiff. I don't know if it's aluminum. I don't think it's silver, but man, I'll tell you what, it's stiff. I mean, it's not bending at all. So I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to research that out, but it's a cool design on it. Whatever it is. It's pretty neat. It looks like toothpaste tube to me, but it's not. It's something else. I'll clean it up later. And guys, I just dug this porcelain button. First time I ever dug one of these. Looks like it's got the shank thing on the back. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. It's pretty small if it's a door pull. But it's porcelain inside. White. Copper rim. That's pretty cool. Alright, that kind of ages the house here. This is a pretty old place, or it wouldn't have the stuff like this right here. This and that toothpaste thingy that I found earlier makes it pretty much an old house site. Just not a lot of coins here. Probably been not a lot of money to lose. Alright, see if we can find something. Well, got a pretty old nickel here. 1948. So I'm pretty happy about that. First nickel here, second coin here. Both of them been pretty good ones, but this one here is only the second one. Mercury dime and an old nickel. No pennies yet, so let's see if we can get a penny or two here. Hey guys, got a Missouri tax token here. It's in pretty good shape. I think it's going to clean up really well. I scratched it on the edge here, but I can see the one on it. And I've dug enough of these to know I do believe it's a Missouri sales tax token, but I'll clean it up and verify that. So it's pretty cool. They're real thin. This is in good shape though. Alright, that's awesome. Well, guys, I'm over here at a friend's house now and getting ready to watch the Super Bowl. But I'll tell you what, this yard, I've hit it at least 8 or 9 times over the last 3 years. And I come over today with the E-Track, digging every signal I could find. And I'm going to show you what I found so far with the E-Track just in his front yard now. And like I say, I've hunted this yard, I guarantee you, at least 8 or 9 times. At least. With my MXT and my Deus machine in the past. Unbelievable what I found in this front yard today. And I'm telling you, I've hunted it hard too. I got a 1919 wheat, a 1921 wheat. Boy, it's got some good green tone to it, doesn't it? Found a button. That's got some nice tone to it. 1921 wheat. And one of them here, I can't read it. It's a good green one too, but I believe that's a 21 there. And then, you know, I've got 3 new pennies, a little bit of scrap metal, dime, older buckle, a couple pieces of hunk of metal there, and a little brass fitting. And I've only been out here about 20 minutes, but I'm digging everything I can dig. Every hole I can find, I'm digging. So it's pretty interesting. Just doing some testing here with the E-Track. It's performing like a champ. See if I can get something else. And guys, I switched over to SEF Butterfly 6x9 coil on the E-Track from the standard big coil. And I've dug a nickel, and this is my second target dig here with this little bitty shield about 4 inches deep. It says Mississippi on it. And it's a ship. And it's a cool find. I don't think it's silver. It might be. I'll have to see if we get home and see. But even though if it's not, it's still pretty cool. It's got a paddle boat on it, and it's Mississippi River badge of some sort. It's real small. It's only about the size of a smaller than a dime, quite a bit smaller than a dime. It's pretty neat. Hey guys and gals, Missouri Mike back again with a cleanup of this last hunt that I had here. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty exciting, pretty intense, right? Nah, not really. So here's what happened. Go to an old home site. I believe they're putting a road through this place, and they've got her all dozed up. All the houses are gone. There wasn't very many houses there to begin with. So they kind of dozer piles and stuff you'll see in the video, and found some decent stuff there. And I met a friend at the breakfast bar that we were eating at, and asked him if I could hunt his home. And his house wasn't that old a house, but it had some nice finds in it, so you'll see here in the video what I'm talking about. Excuse me. And then at the end of the video, I hunt another little house there that I'd hunted several times, and see what I found there. So let's start off here. You know, I got 8 of the zinc pennies. I'm sorry if I sound a little funny. I've taken my teeth and taking care of them right now, so it's almost time for bedtime, so I'm finishing this up. That's got some design on it, doesn't it? Well, I just now noticed that. I believe it to be junk, but it does have some design. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that till just now. I've seen these before. I can't remember what I've seen them on, like a ball bearing or something. It swivels. I know it's not anything major. Got like another type of lock of some sort there. copper tubing, brass nut, junk, piece of glass I found, and an old hose, and probably hit with a lawnmower. I did find a 1948 Jefferson, which is getting back a few years now. It's in pretty good shape. And I got a 66 Jefferson. It's in pretty good shape also. 1928D. Now this one's in bad shape. The thing is pretty bad. I had to really get a date off of it and look it over real hard. So it's in some corrosion and it's a bad looking coin. 45, 1921. That was a good one. Got a real good clean date on that one. That one looks pretty good though. It's got a good hairline on Lincoln. Cleaned up real nice. Back looks alright. I like that one. 1919, which I don't know what it is, but these are really common. The D is actually worth more than the S or the other one. I think that's a D. Not that they mean very much value, but still in the way they made them, they made a lot more of the others. The D's they didn't make very many of. Going across the top of the board here, I found another train button. Now I found one of these the other day. Locomotive button. And this one here is chewed up pretty good on the edges, you can see that. But it's a locomotive button. That's my second one almost in 2 weeks. That's unreal. I'm not sure what it's off of. Same button, just this is a little worse shape. Got another little button here. It's a 2-pointer. And then I got a porcelain. I don't know if this is a pull drawer or a big button to a coat or something like that. It's pinned in the back like it's been caved in. You see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. See that? How it's caved in? Copper inlay and then porcelain front. So I'm not sure if this isn't a coat button of some sort. It looks kind of different. It's a small drawer pull if it's a drawer pull. Just the way that looks in the back to me, I don't know. I'm not an expert on that stuff at all. So anyway, come on over here to this side here, and I got 10 zinc pennies, or regular pennies, I'm sorry. Got a 1960D here. What's in good? It's got good character to that one. Good back on the back, high relief. Looks good. 1959D. First year they made the Lincoln cent with the building on the back. And that's a nice one too. Yeah, they made them look nice back then, didn't they? Sheesh. Look at that one, and then look at this one here. This is a lot thinner. Even the ones that are in decent shape, you can just see the building on the back is almost distorted so bad that it's not much to that. Even a newer one here, you can just tell it's in bad shape. So this in here is a nice spine, really. I know it's not that old, but it's getting on 55, 60 years now, huh? 76 coin there. I got a watch piece here. That was kind of cool. I like finding these little things like this. That's pretty neat. Alright, I got a little Mississippi pendant there. Got a riverboat on it. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's silver, but it's pretty neat. It says Mississippi on it. Got a riverboat. I like that. And look at this. This is junk. I know it is. But look how they got the design on this tube of, I don't know if it's makeup or toothpaste or what, but that's pretty cool. I thought, man, that's neat having that design on there like that. See that? Getting light there. That's pretty cool. I mean, they took some time to stamp that on there. I kept it. I was pretty neat. Had never seen nothing like that before. I don't know if it's some kind of makeup or ointment or what, but to have a flower design on that tube, you don't see that. I got the old sardine can twister. If If you've ate sardines, you know what I'm talking about. They spin like that. Usually they break about halfway down the can if you're like me and you get a pair of pliers to open them on up. Piece of lead. Always finding the lead. They must have just thrown that stuff around. Got a sergeant key here, not an old one. It says New Haven, Connecticut. Sergeant's the brand. It's got a cool number on the back. Look at that, all 4 2s. Well, I hadn't even looked at the back of that. That's pretty different. Got 4 2s on the back. 2222. I didn't think it'd be a safety box key or anything, but kind of different. Yep. I think this place was a place they had like one of those, what do they call them, a pull-in, you know, car hop pull-in thing where you know, I don't know, stay the night or whatever, and had a couple apartments there, and this may have been one of them. I don't know. Super Little Mac button. First one of them I've ever found that said that on it. I got my normal 5 Roosevelts and 2 Washington quarters that are clad. I come up here to these finds and I got me a tax token again, Missouri State. This one's wore pretty good, but you can still see the state emblem on there if you look pretty good. That's alright. And I got a Missouri key fob. That's cool. Missouri key fob, state of Missouri. Key fob. Whoops. Where'd it go? Oh. And it had the emblem on it with the state seal. Looks like a clover leaf. It looks like maybe a stem was right there at that end. So I don't know if it's a commemorative thing or what. Nothing on the back. Just some corrosion. But that's kind of cool. Little state history there. First one, I found other key fobs from the state, but not that style. So that's my first one of those. And this is my first one of these tokens. It is a Palmolive token, but it says good for 2 cakes, Crystal White laundry soap. Free when you buy 3 cakes. So you had to buy, you got 5, but you had to sacrifice 2 to get, or 3 to get 2. And I'm not old, or not, I guess too old to remember. I'm not sure what a cake was on the laundry soap. Crystal White laundry soap, free when you buy 3 cakes. I guess that was a cake as a container of laundry soap. Not sure. On the back it says, dealer, this check will be redeemed at your retail price only when conditions have been completed with Palmolive Peat Company, Chicago. Pretty neat token. I know there's a lot of these around, but it's in good shape. Happy to have it. That's neat. I guess they did this a lot in that time frame. Probably from maybe the 50s. I don't think it's just super old, but made of aluminum. So I'm not sure what a cake of soap is. I've never heard that terminology before. Got a buckle here. It's heavy duty buckle too. Don't know what it was used for. Some sort of strapping or something. And then my best find, which you know you say your best finds for last, kind of like your fish that you catch. You always catch a big fish, you know, you don't show it off till you see all the little ones and the big one comes out. That's how this is with coins, see. You show all your junky stuff, and then when it comes to the big good coin, that's the one you show as the show-off coin. Anyway, if you've been watching any of my videos, you got to realize I don't find a whole lot of these. And that's a Mercury 1920. This thing was so cruddy, you couldn't even see if it was a coin. It was just that bad with corrosion. It had been in a fire or something. I don't know. It was just totally black. I took 2 days to clean this up. I mean, I took my time, and really I put it in a silver cleaner. I took my time and really cleaned it. Got a good date on it, 1920. But it took me a long time to get this coin looking like it looks like now. If you would have seen it before, it would have looked as cruddy as this coin right here. You couldn't even see if it was silver or not. It was that bad. But it didn't pit like that. But I mean, it was just covered with I guess corrosion or in a fire or something. Terrible shape. Worst I'd ever seen. But after time and cleaning and stuff, it came up pretty nice. Back looks really sharp. Front's a little bit weak, but I'll take it. Like I say, I'm not a big silver person. I don't find a lot of silver, but I had a good hunt. It was a good day. I enjoyed it. So anyway, you guys get a chance, you know my sign off. Get out there and do some hunting. Until next time, this is Mike, and I'm out.